I took a picture with Rick Ross. You like, oh, put your back against the wall and just slide down. It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rose. The time has come. Meech home. February 13th. Get your tickets right now. It's going down. We know Florida gonna be there. Miami gonna be there. The legend himself gonna be in the building. Making history. Meech, who else coming?
The whole nation. Detroit, St. Louis, California, everybody. Atlanta, Georgia, ATL, stand up.
Woo! We're gonna make history. Get your tickets right now. Y'all better be there February 13th. Meech home.
I wasn't gonna address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. No, look, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
Hey, I mean, he's a great rapper.
But does it matter that he's a correctional? Does that ever matter?
The beef between 50 Cent and Rick Ross just got taken to a whole new level. And Ross isn't just clowning 50 over his issues with Big Meech, he's actually threatening to snatch the whole BMF franchise from under him. But you already know 50 is not backing down. He's going full petty mode and even dragging both Ross and Big Meech's kids into this mess. This is some next-level pettiness, even for 50's standards. So stay tuned as we break it all down.
And I think this Rick Ross beef is the one beef that 50 will never let go of. That one burns his soul. You know why? It's a shame. So I feel like this beef is the one that hurts 50's soul the most because he couldn't get rid of Ross.
In case you haven't been keeping up, 50 Cent is beefing with Big Meech, and it looks like this might really be the end of the BMF show. It all started after Meech popped up in a video with Rick Ross promoting a welcome home concert for Meech after his release from prison last October. And knowing 50, that was all he needed to declare Meech an enemy.
The biggest boss, Ricky Rose. The time has come. Meech home. February 13th. Get your tickets right now. It's going down. We know Florida gonna be there. Miami gonna be there. The legend himself gonna be in the building. Making history. Meech, who else coming?
The whole nation. Detroit, St. Louis, California, everybody. Atlanta, Georgia, ATL, stand up.
Woo! We're gonna make history. Get your tickets right now. Y'all better be there February 13th. Meech.
As soon as 50 saw Meech linking up with Ross, he went straight for the jugular, accusing Meech of being a rat. 50 posted a picture of a rat with the words "I think I'm Big Meech," and in the caption, he wrote, "The biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cowan." Her tell-all docu reveals the truth. Now, if you don't know who Tammy Cowans is, she used to be Meech's assistant and business partner, and she also worked as a co-producer on 50 Cent's BMF series. But here's where it gets messy. According to former BMF affiliate Blue Da Vinci, Meech put Tammy in charge of BMF Entertainment while he was locked up in 2008, and just a year later, Tammy allegedly flipped and became an FBI informant.
Yeah, Tammy Cowan.
Okay, now...
She's a co-producer of the BMF Stars TV show.
Okay, and you're saying that she's an informant?
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
She's been an informant since 2009. Tammy Cowans is Big Meech personal assistant / business partner / whatever you want to call. You know what I'm saying? Basically, she became the owner of what Meech has as BMF Entertainment, his company from prison. His company, she became the owner of it in 2008. And in 2009, she became a government informant. In 2010, she did a case that was pertaining to a guy that Meech met in prison and one of Meech's homeboys of 26 years. Right, so she's the person that 50 Cent got the movie from, the TV show from. That's the only way to get it. You can't get it from Meech because he's in prison, so he can't DBA. He can't do business from prison. He's in jail. So he has to sign his rights to do his life story or do whatever he gonna do in his name over to somebody else. And Tammy Cowans is the person that was appointed to do all of that business. And she's the one that got the deal with 50.
Now, this is where fans started connecting the dots. If Meech trusted Tammy and she allegedly worked with the feds, could that mean Meech did too? Because let's not forget, he managed to get out after serving only 18 years of a 30-year sentence. As for Meech, just one day after Fifth called him a rat, he hopped on IG with a petty clapback of his own and posted a photo of himself and 50 with a rat emoji and cheese over 50's face, labeling him an internet gangster. But that's when Rick Ross slid in and started clowning 50 for being salty over Meech linking up with him.
I took a picture with Rick Ross. You like, oh, put your back against the wall and just slide down.
Now, 50 initially ignored Ross and continued to double down on calling Meech a rat. He shared another IG post of someone weighing in on the beef, and he captioned it, "LOL bro, you got to see the text messages Big Screech sending dudes. It's crazy out here. CH.
50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. The number you had down has been disconnected. What the 50 was? Hold on, wait. 3 weeks ago, shit was just good. 50, what's going on? Last year, just, bro, B, Mickey, I love you, but don't come back around. And they was just like, nah, 50, nah, before y'all start jacking this, just show the paperwork. Y'all know the rules. Before you call somebody a rat, you gotta actually prove they that. I don't know, I'm not doing, nah, man, I want to go to the party.
And then 50 shared a video of a man admitting to being a snitch, but with Meech's face edited onto the guy's body. In the caption, 50 wrote, he had Tammy Cohen doing all his dirty work. Her new tell-all breaks it down. Screech directed her and connected her to people to get his time cut.
So I don't even know what you get with me.
Bro, you happy about giving?
You know how much motherfucker they gave me for that?
How much?
$200.
Meanwhile, Meech shared a video denying the snitching allegation and claimed he never told on anyone in his.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
But even with Meech shutting down the snitching claims, 50 is not letting up. He clapped back by posting his reaction to Meech's denial and doubled down by bringing up St. Louis kingpin Dion Cuffy Gatling, who's still locked up and has accused Meech of working with the feds against him.
I never folded, never told.
You
never
told Tammy to tell.
Death before dishonor, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family.
Y'all gonna be disappointed when little baby don't show up? When Skilla don't show up? When Vizzo don't show up? And all these motherfuckers don't show up?
I wasn't going to address this.
Man, you're reading drops, man. Look at you reading shit.
But never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and support my friends and family. Come out to Amaran Arena.
He can't even go. You on house arrest. He can't even go.
But you already know 50 wasn't about to end it there. He's now gone full petty mode and dragged Big Meech's son, Lil Meech, into the mix, exposing his texts and even threatening to boot him off BMF. Lil Meech, who plays his father in 50's BMF series, hit up Fifth to check him about coming for Big Meech and said, "They just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram, and now you managing Skilla Baby with Rocket when I brought him around you first, when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take my shirt off my back for you? I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only shown you love and loyalty. I'm human, I go through my own shit ***, But I never switched up on you. Lil Meech also addressed Big Meech's link-up with Rick Ross and claimed it was all about the bag and nothing more. He wrote, F******Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life however. 50 showed no mercy to Lil Meech, and he clapped back, saying, what next season? Implying that he could give his role to someone else or cancel the show altogether. And then, in a follow-up post, 50 mocked Lil Meech by saying that he was going to end up on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. 50 said, I'll give Mona Scott a call for him later today, and just when you thought 50 had forgotten about Rick Ross in all this mess, he called out both Ross and Meech's parenting skills and dropped some old footage of Lil Meech with Rick Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts, who he used to date a while back. "50 then asked why Lil Meech and the Flannery family didn't get any help from Ross, saying, why old boy didn't look out for Meech and send him to acting school? Big screech, all your people that was out did nothing for him." 50 also added, you come home thinking you the black Pablo Escobar and F him up, alluding again to reports that this drama cost Lil Meech his role on BMF. And then, 50 pointed out that he helped Meech's family make millions off the BMF show, and he threw some more shade, accusing Big Meech of wearing his son's jewelry in recent photos. 50 wrote, I helped your family make over $5 million legit dollars. It's not my fault it's all gone, B. Give the baby back his jewelry. Meanwhile, 50 also doubled down on his claim that he's working on a documentary exposing Big Meech for allegedly snitching, and he dropped a photo of Tammy Cowan, saying she's got all the receipts to show Meech is a rat. 50 said, the truth and nothing but the truth. Tammy Cowan coming soon. She has all the paperwork and recorded phone calls, Big screech.
It's called Tammy Cowan. She's privileged to what's called the affidavits in support of the wiretaps.
Okay.
It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role. Now, I wasn't allowed to have them because they played this, I'm this kingpin and I'm this killer and they life in jeopardy.
Right.
In danger.
Right.
That's why they was able to close the courtroom. We'd have been out at Meech. But they played a cold game. I give it to her. And they was playing chess and we was playing checkers.
Okay.
She used the threat of her life and that I was gonna have some hitmen in the federal courtroom to kill her, and they closed the courtroom to the media. My shit standing room only. I'm that dude in that city, homie.
Right.
I'm that dude in that.
Right.
So that's why they ain't been came out. But the affidavits in support of the wiretap, she has them.
So okay, so she can get them for sure.
If she got them.
Okay.
She got them. The only person they barred from having the documents was me.
Okay. Okay. So you the only one that don't got the information.
Right.
Gotcha.
Everybody else, it's called discovery. Everybody else got the packet.
Okay.
But just when you thought the situation couldn't get messier, Ross joined the chat again, and is now claiming he's going to produce his own movie about the Black Mafia family.
Yeah, so look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. Which director? Shout out to my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Foucault, what's up? Tarantino, it's a lot of legends. This is gonna be big, I can feel it. I'm just talking.
But here's the catch, Ross might need to rethink his whole movie plan because getting it off the ground won't be easy if he has to ask 50 Cent for permission. Sources close to the situation told TMZ that 50 owns the TV and film rights to the BMF story, and nothing is changing on that front. Plus, TMZ confirmed that 50's G-Unit film division is already working on Tammy Cowan's life story to take the BMF saga to the next level. Now, as for fans, they're definitely split on this one. Some are saying 50 is being way too petty and needs to let go of that old beef with Rick Ross because, at this point, it's ancient history. But on the other hand, a lot of people are siding with 50, saying he's always been about loyalty, and if you link up with the ops, you're no longer welcome. Now, as for 50 still being hung up on this beef with Ross, you got to understand that Ross is one of the few rappers who actually came out of a beef with 50 without his career taking a major hit. See, 50's beef with Ross goes way back to the 2008 BET Awards when Ross claimed he didn't like the way 50 was looking at him. But the funny thing is that 50 said he didn't even notice Ross was there. But the real drama kicked off when Ross dropped Mafia Music, where he threw some serious shade at 50, implying he was behind the fire that happened at 50's baby mama Shaniqua Tompkins' house. Naturally, 50 wasn't having it. He fired back with his own diss track, Officer Ricky, Go Ahead, Try Me. Now, if you're wondering why 50 called him Officer Ricky, it's because a photo leaked at the time showing Ross had worked as a correctional officer back in the day. But you already know 50 wasn't about to let that slide. He dropped a video called Warning Shot where he straight up said he'd ruin Ross' life just for fun.
I'm deciding to f your life up. Rick, bro, I'm gonna f your life up. For fun.
And 50 wasn't playing, he turned the beef into entertainment, dropping Officer Ricky cartoons on his website every Saturday like a weekly show.
Dropping Officer Ricky cartoons on his website every Saturday like a weekly show.
You think you lost your shoe deal because of Meech?
Yes.
It's because you're a cop, Rick. Nobody likes the fucking cops, Rick. It's not my fault, boss.
But that wasn't the end of it. 50 went all out, tracked down Ross's baby mama Tia Kemp, got her to spill the tea about his CO past, and then took her on a shopping spree just to rub it in.
Did you know Rick while he was working in law enforcement?
He was a correction officer.
So we're clear he was a correctional officer.
Yes, he was. I moved in with him when I found out I was pregnant with William.
And when Ross was hospitalized in 2018 after being found unresponsive at his home following a seizure, 50 didn't directly wish him death, but he still made it clear he wasn't praying for him. 50 shared a photo of Ivan Drago from Rocky IV in the scene where Drago is standing over Apollo Creed as Creed is dying and says, "If he dies, he dies." So, with everything that went down between 50 and Ross over the years, it's safe to say this beef is never getting squashed. In fact, 50 recently doubled down in an interview and said he'll never respect someone who went from being a correctional officer to a rapper.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. You know, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
Hey, he's a great rapper.
But does it matter that he's a correctional officer? Does that ever matter? Does it matter? Even when artists look at the artists, look at the irony of the artists that come under it.
So Meek,
right?
Wale,
prison reform, and all of the wrongfully convicted and wrongfully treated people in the prison system.
So, now that we've broken down all this drama between 50, Big Meech, and Rick Ross, let's hear your takes on all this. Is 50 right to be this upset with Big Meech for linking up with Ross? Should he really cancel the BMF show over it, or is 50 doing too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't miss out on this next story.